Introduction to the Huai Soul. Up and Down 5,000 Years. Chapter 1. Finding Cleanliness. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Where are my ancestors? The Great Huai Tree in Hongdong, Shaanxi. What is the name of my ancestors' former residence? The old stork's nest under the Great Huai Tree. The Great Locust Tree dates back to the Han Dynasty, and now people have seen it for 3 generations. This great locust tree is famous for the immigration of Emperor Zhu Zhizhang of the Ming Dynasty. At that time, there was a Guangji temple located on the west side of Jia village, 2 miles north of Hongdong city. The main hall of the temple was towering, and there were many monks in the temple. It has a good reputation among the local people, and people often make wishes in the temple that can be fulfilled, such as who gave birth to a son, who is in a remote disaster or difficult situation. For a moment, the pilgrims were constantly lively and extraordinary. With its unique geographical environment and conditions, Hongdong was connected to Yuyan in the north, Qilu in the east, Qin and Shu in the south, and Helong in the west. In addition, Guangji Temple was spacious and there were many pilgrims. Therefore, the government set up a bureau here to gather immigrants, who gathered from various parts of Shaanxi and sent them to various parts of the country. At that time, the ancestors of immigrants only knew to gather under another large locust tree in Hongdong. When walking, the tree had many old stork nests, and the desolate bird calls were heard as if reluctant to part with them. The ancestors who immigrated to other countries warned their children that there was a big tree with many stork nests on it. That was our hometown, a place where the wandering souls of immigrants both at home and abroad were haunted by dreams. The Hongdong Sephora tree is famous throughout the country and even worldwide. Nowadays, it has become a tourist destination and a place for those big shots to seek roots and worship their ancestors. April is the main month of worship, and April 4th is the main day of worship. On this day, the area around the big locust tree is bustling with people, and even famous people from Baodao come here to guide their roots and worship their ancestors. Grandpa, what kind of tree is this, Grandpa Dragon? What's the fuss? At this moment, an elderly voice said, "Child, do you know what that is? Our ancestor. Have you not seen many wealthy officials come here to worship their ancestors?" "Cut, what ancestors? It's not as tall as the big locust tree at the west end of our village, and it's not as prosperous yet. You silly, use spinach and green top balls. That's our ancestor. Remember, that's our ancestor, you little brat. You old bastard, you know superstition," the child muttered in his mouth. "I want to eat bingtenghulu. You have to go to school without money." The two of them buried each other and looked west. Midnight arrived, and the liveliness and noise disappeared with the excited people leaving. The big locust tree was blown by a cool breeze and emitted a faint golden light. At this moment, a creaking sound cracked a crack in the middle of the tree, disturbing like a mischievous child playing hide and seek. With the golden light shining, an old man appeared, with a chubby face, a short stature, a light bulb-like head, shining with a golden light. The general's belly stood majestically upright, like a Amitabha Buddha, laughing all over the world. He leaned on a sword-like 8 staff and smiled, saying, "It's too noisy. I smelled a strange smell today, saying that the locust trees in their village are better than me. I don't believe it, I want to take a look." After speaking, he said to the big locust tree, "Brother Stork, you stay here. I want to find a clean place. It's too noisy and dry here." He chased after the warm and unique smell all the way. About 10 kilometers west of Guangji Temple Village, there is a village called Guhuai Village. To the west of Guhuai Village is the continuous Liang Mountain, which, against the backdrop of steep and rugged peaks, makes this small mountain village appear ancient and picturesque. Coincidentally, there is also a big locust tree at both ends of this village. The tree is dense and prosperous, with many unknown birds perching on it. According to legend, this big locust tree has a history of hundreds of years. It is said that many people wanted to cut this tree when it was broken for 4 years, because it happened to be in the center of the road west of Huai village, which happened to hinder people from walking. If good results were not cut, the road would need to be widened. Therefore, the 4 village officials negotiated to cut this locust tree. However, the next day, they all inexplicably fell ill and got into a wooden bed. One of them was brave because this tree also hindered his family's car from getting on and off the mountain. On the first day, he prepared his logging tools, but the next morning, he fell while using the toilet and became paralyzed. The old man in the village said, "This locust tree is old, has become refined, has become divine." Gradually, it spread from 1 to 10, and people began to pay tribute to this big tree. Ha ha ha, this place is good, this mountain is so spiritual, the people are also ancient and kind, and I have to wait for an opportunity. This special and friendly taste is nearby, and it's definitely here, said my old man. Chapter 2. Birth. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Birth. Huai village, located 30 kilometers west of Hongdong County, is the smallest village in the Liang Mountains. There are about 200 people in the village, and the elders of the tribe, Long Tu, have been practicing martial arts since childhood and are skilled in arm-to-arm boxing. With almost 70 people, they are energetic, agile, and physically strong. Even the young men in the village are obedient to the old dragon head, feeling inferior. Therefore, the old dragon head is also somewhat famous in the local area. Due to the fact that although the ancient locust tree in their village is not as old as the one in the county town, it has 100 years of history. At first, this tree was in the middle of the road at the west end of their village, and it was very inconvenient for people to go up and down the mountain. A few young descendants and village officials discussed whether they could cut it down. The elderly people blocked them and said that you cannot cut it down. This tree is already old and cannot be damaged. But the younger generation didn't listen and planned to cut down this big tree the next morning. Unexpectedly, they couldn't get up the next day, vomited and diarrhea, and didn't even have the strength to walk, so they didn't do anything about it. What's even worse is that there was a young daughter-in-law and family in their village who were angry and couldn't help but think about it for a moment. They tied a rope to the locust tree to look for something short. As soon as their head reached in, the rope broke and fell badly enough. Later, her family found her back. Hearing her words, they couldn't help but feel scared and went to burn incense under this tree to show gratitude. As a result, this big tree also gained fame in the local area. The pilgrims keep coming. As the head of the clan, the old dragon head saw that every guest who offered incense on the 1st and 15th day of the Lunar New Year, after blocking countless times, was of no use. He slowly closed his eyes and pretended not to see anything. Sometimes I wonder if this tree really has spirituality. Speaking of which, this tree has been a neighbor of him for nearly 70 years. If there is spirituality, why doesn't it show up and buy him? His son was killed by a squib while blasting the mountain, and every time he thought about it, his heart would ache. You said you're a silly guy, but smart people are hiding. What can you do? They say you have to wait for a few hours before you can pull out the explosive twister. You're just a small guy, disregarding your own safety to pull it out. As soon as you pull it out, the cannon rings. When my daughter-in-law hears this bad news, she doesn't eat or drink, runs to the place where he had an accident, shouts her soul for 3 days, falls to a cliff more than 20 meters deep, and reunites with his husband. Sigh. I don't know what harm I've done. I, the old leader, have been honest and upright all my life. I have never done anything that has offended my conscience, but God will punish him. Perhaps God was just and left him a grandson, and his wife also passed away in the year his grandson spoke out. Sometimes he thinks, does this grandson conquer his entire family? His grandson's name was still given by him, named Hunter or Long Hunter. I hope his grandson can grow up and take on a different look, become famous, and go out of the mountains. Sometimes, he silently looked at his sensible grandson, and for no reason, his anger surged. He wanted to scold him a few words, but never gave him a good face. At the age of 8, this child is very intelligent in school. As long as the books he has read are unforgettable and his brain is very good, the old dragon head never gives him a good face. But the every move of the dragon thug is in his eyes. Even if he falls, the old dragon head will feel heartbroken for half a day. On this day, an unknown family placed offerings under the locust tree, which were quite abundant, with various fruits and pastries to offer as sacrifices. Xianjin walked by, leaving only one place where the offerings lured various animals to search for food. At this moment, several wild dogs were luring around with their noses probing, their mouths dripping with saliva, hoping to get a share of the pie. At this moment, a few bricks flew from behind the locust tree, smashing at a few wild dogs. The dogs were smashed and made to cry and howl, running away with a loud cry. "Blind your dog eyes, dare to eat my food, the young master ate your dog meat." "Humph, you guys are reversed." At this moment, a little boy flashed out from behind the tree, with bright eyes, a round head, a chubby face, and dressed in washed hair clothes, very clean. On his cunning face, there was a look of being beaten for a long time. This person is really a waste of such good things. It's useless to burn incense and worship Buddha. I might as well let me eat them, he said, taking a bite of an apple and stuffing a pastry into his mouth. Delicious, delicious, leaned against the tree and had a sea of food and drink. Having had enough to drink and eat, and looking at the abundance of delicious food on the ground, with a blink of an eye, I thought to myself, it's a pity to put so many good things here. I can't make them cheap, wild dogs and animals. It's better to give these good things to my friends, skinny monkeys and chubby ones. I took a snake skin bag next to me, packed the delicious food in one gulp, and was about to run away in a flash. "Ah, a child cannot be taught," said an old voice. "Run, I see you running that way this time. You little rabbit, you're stealing someone else's food. If I don't kill you, you're so angry with me." After finishing speaking, he swung a dry locust tree branch next to him and hit the child. "Grandpa. How could that be?" he said hurriedly. It was sharper than a needle. It cut the head of Long Hunter and a stream of blood ran down his head. This frightened the old dragon head. Originally, he was trying to frighten Long Hunter. Unexpectedly, the foolish boy hid for a while and went to the bookstore www.zhaozuiyuan.com to find the old dragon head. As long as Long Hunter didn't hide, he would not hit him. Unexpectedly, he hit the head of Long Hunter squarely. The old dragon head's heart was dripping blood. "Don't beat the boy badly, but don't be soft in the mouth. You should chase him." Long Hunter at this time, my son was also silly, I thought to myself, what's wrong with my master today? He never hits me. I just ate some offerings and I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you hitting me? If I hit you, I'll hit you. You silly thing, you're the one who threw me away. The old dragon head chased after him, while the dragon thug ran in circles along the locust tree. One was chasing after the other, and the other was running in front. He was so tired that the old dragon head couldn't breathe from behind, and the scene was like a June dog. "Grandpa, I just want to lighten your burden." "Damn it, you little rascal, lighten my burden, you add burden to me. I am now self-sufficient, what burden should I add to you? You must be tough, you. You stole your Aunt Lee's chicken, you bastard. The chicken is still laying eggs, you little beast. I didn't enjoy it, it was eaten by Air Lao. You didn't steal, the Lee family's wife came looking for me," he said, chasing after Long Hunter. Square root, I saw the second leprosy stealing food, and he complained to the wicked. "I'll fight." At this moment, I saw the old dragon head gasping for breath, out of breath, his face turning from red to purple, and his body slowly falling down the locust tree. "Oh no, Grandpa's asthma has broken out. What should I do? Old Long rolled his head and eyes, fainting. Grandpa, wake up, Grandpa. I won't make you angry anymore. Sigh, sigh. Long Hunter shook the old dragon head hard, hoping that Grandpa could wake up. However, after half a day, the old dragon head remained motionless. Long Hunter's brain became hot and anxious, and his anger attacked his heart, causing him to faint. Chapter 3, Inherit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I didn't expect that the guardian god of my country couldn't find a pure land. The kind of person I had painstakingly stayed in was waiting for my chance. I didn't expect it to be you, little thing. Forget it, accept it. Alas. This is all fate. Who made me owe this kid? I never owe anyone anything, and today is no exception. Who knew that this kid's blood was the rare yin and yang blood, more precious than a panda's? What is yin and yang blood? When a person's blood is yin blood, it is possible to die due to extreme yin. Conversely, when a yang blood is too strong, it is possible to explode due to extreme yang. At this time, if both sides can adjust to each other in extreme times, both sides will benefit greatly. Our guardian god cultivates the dragon soul technique, which is the work of extreme yang. The dragon soul language technique is divided into 6 major realms. The initial realm, the bright realm, the dark realm, the master realm, the holy realm, and the divine realm. If humans can reach the master realm, they are a superpower leader. Each realm is further divided into 3 realms. Initial, intermediate, and complete. For example, if you reach the master realm, the first step is to. In the early stage of the sect, in the middle stage of the sect, and in the completion of the sect, it is quite difficult to make further progress. For example, our guardian, whose cultivation has reached the completion of the holy realm, is like a god, almost the only existence on earth. However, his 1,000-year cultivation has been stuck in the completion of the holy realm, and he does not move at all. He tries everything possible to use a massive amount of heavenly materials and treasures, and even the elixir cannot be moved. Sigh. Perhaps it was the will of heaven. He traveled to various scenic spots and historical sites in China, hoping to find a breakthrough direction. Since he was searching for his roots and worshipping his ancestors, he heard the conversation between the two of them and saw the child filled with a sense of familiarity. He secretly followed the two of them and stayed with his own kind, quietly waiting for his own opportunity, because he knew that if he missed this opportunity, he would never be able to break through his dream of divine realm again, alas. I didn't expect this kid's yin and yang blood to be so good, so rare. Even when yin qi is too strong, it can be used to balance it, and when yang qi is too strong, it can also be used to balance it. Just like the O.type blood, in our reality, the universal blood transfusion can also play such a role with the yin and yang blood of the dragon-mixed child. After being stuck in the perfect period of the holy realm for thousands of years without moving, it can suddenly reach the perfect cultivation of the divine realm, and there is also a trend towards improvement. Alas! Since you also have such an opportunity, I will also give you a fortune. You will be my successor and the guardian of the next Hua kingdom. Kid, I have observed you for a long time, and you have a bit of wisdom and barely qualified. After saying that, holding up his head that seemed to be neither a turning nor a sword, he pointed it east and west to Long Hunter's forehead, and passed on all the remaining cultivation that had reached the divine realm to Long Hunter. Oh! What's this place, like entering a dark time and space? Immediately, a huge force came from his head, as if to tear his head apart. His body was as uncomfortable as a little chubby male goat attacking him, and various images appeared in his mind. There are various secret collections of martial arts in the world, various instant prescriptions for medicine, all kinds of mystical techniques and secret scripts, and so on. All encompassing everything. I'm your mother, my head hurts so much. With all the memories of the guardian god stored in his mind, he touched his swollen head and woke up leisurely. If you look closely, you will find that his eyes are different from usual. A pair of glass-like eyes just need to look at you, piercing into your heart like a sharp sword. At this moment, an elderly voice came, saying, "You have become my disciple. In the future, you will also regard me as the protector of the country of China. Your cultivation has reached a perfect level in the dark realm, which is rare in the country of China. My Dragon Soul technique has a unique cultivation technique, which is to integrate martial arts, medical skills, and mystical arts, and achieve a perfect level in the dark realm. Young master, I won't be your disciple. I don't mind it, oh. It hurts me so much. You little thing, how many people flatter me. I don't even look at him in the eye, you're up to the point. Whoever you love, I'll take care of it. I won't serve you anymore. Let's go. I want to leave, but there's no door. You stole my cultivation and still want to leave. What cultivation? Boy, I am a serious and good student, a good person, and I won't steal your things. Didn't you steal anything from me? Yes, you didn't. You said you didn't steal, but I said you did. Why don't we verify it? How to verify? If I steal your things, what do you say we do? Okay, the old voice said. He really feels frustrated. Usually, what others kneel for is something that I have to offer. If you don't want it, I have to give it to you. Who wants you to cater to my taste? Kid, let me ask you, how strong are you usually? I caught little Fatty's goat and can let it go, said Long Hunter proudly. Zhaoshuyuan.com, can you usually pierce things with your fingers? The old man muttered in a hesitant tone. Aren't you talking nonsense? How can fingers pierce something? You don't believe it, do you? If my hand can pierce an object, it proves that I stole your thing. If not, give me an explanation. Okay, okay. If you lose, stick this locust tree leaf on your forehead. Okay, no problem, said Long Hunter generously. He was not afraid of shadows tilting, and I didn't steal anything. What were you afraid of? Then prick this locust tree with your fingers, I'm sick. I don't hurt, I'm silly. If you don't prick, you'll feel guilty. If you prick, who are you afraid of? Long Hunter raised his finger and stabbed at the locust tree without thinking the pain of the elephant caused fingers to insert into the tree like mud. Ah! Long Hunter's mouth opened wide, like a duck egg. Stick it on, kid, a locust tree leaf appeared out of thin air. Stick it up, willing to gamble and admit defeat. After saying that, he put the leaves on his forehead. With a loud bang, my head felt like it was locked, like Sun Wukong's tightly bound spell, getting tighter and tighter, pain, pain, pain. What did you stick for me? Well. It hurts so much. Are you still dissatisfied with something? I don't agree. Long Hunter said unwillingly. Me. No. Before finishing speaking, another string of Buddhist messages spread out. Me, mu, take it, take it. I, the most noble thing of Buddhism, have applied it to you, you little boy. You are blessed. Accept reality well. Chapter 4. Preliminary Examination. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Alright, I need to rest now. If you need anything, come to this tree, turn left 3 times, turn right 3 times, pat 3 times on the tree, call Grandpa 3 times, and I'll come out. If I don't want to see you, then I don't want to see you. I don't even know what you look like until now, said Long Hunter. Oh, I was negligent. As the words fell, a golden light flashed past, and an old man like a birthday star stood in front of him. Seeing this kind old man, Long Hunter thought of his grandfather. My heart ached and I said, Grandpa Shoshing, please save my grandfather. He's sick and he's unconscious. You child, I taught you for free, and I pressed my hand on Long Hunter's forehead. At this moment, scenes of rescuing people and ancient medical prescriptions appeared in Long Hunter's eyes. If you can't even solve this basic problem, then you're not worthy of being my successor. Besides, I'll give you a pair of 1,000-year-old locust needles and 10-inch Huai Soul. After speaking, the old man took out an ancient and elegant box and a small bottle that looked like jade, making his mouth ache. Let's go, sigh. My mouth, call me Grandpa Shoshing, it's comfortable to listen to. My Dan. My needle. At this moment, Long Hunter also woke up and saw his grandfather lying on the ground still unconscious. He quickly pushed and said, Grandpa, I won't make you angry anymore. Wake up. What should I do? I'll go find a doctor there. What should I do? You got kicked in the head by a donkey. You can't use what I passed on to you, can you pass on your skills? You can't use it. I'm so angry. By the way, I have a 1,000-year-old Huai needle and Huai Soul, he said before preparing to treat his grandfather. It's best for you to take one of the Huai Soul pills. Even if you have reached a perfect level of cultivation in the dark realm and your physical fitness has not yet reached it, this is how you can save people. Do you understand? Grandpa Shoshing, I understand. Remember, only one pill can be taken. Got it, wouldn't you give me a few more? Give you a few more. You know how precious they are, each one is priceless. Cut. Long Hun rolled his eyes. I casually took a Huai Soul and chewed it like a bean. It hurts me so much, you bad old man. You hurt me. Ha, not enduring hardship makes it difficult to be a good person. A voice of Schadenfreude came in, wait for me, young master. After the pain in the drama, my whole body felt a tingling sensation, filled with endless strength. So smelly, I saw a layer of oil and mud all over Long Hunter's body, and the foul smell emanated from him. Don't fuss, save your grandfather quickly. Okay, let me give it a try first and get familiar with it. After speaking, he raised his hand and a soft force came out of his middle finger, and a faint golden light shot towards the big locust tree. You little thing, you want to harm me. No, try your power, ha ha ha. I have another rule for you, not to indiscriminately kill innocent people. You are no longer a secular person, and unless there are special reasons, you cannot be harmed, understand? I understand, said Long Hunter. Humph. That's what's going on. Help people quickly, how can we save them? Think about it with your pig brain, your cultivation has reached a perfect level of dark energy, and your medical skills have also reached this level. That's right. I never thought that there was a set of Dragon Soul Needle Technique in the Dragon Soul Technique, which records a set of techniques specifically for rescuing various sudden onset patients. In fact, Long Hunter is not aware of the importance of the millennium-old locust needle. It is an unparalleled needle in the world. It is 1,000 or even tens of thousands of years old locust wood that has been struck by lightning, burned and soaked in water for thousands of years, and has changed its original physical properties through grinding and pressure. The locust needle made of this wood is actually called a divine needle, which has the effects of calming disasters, warding off evil spirits, and treating diseases. Zhaozhuiyuan.com, this is something that I have worked hard to obtain. There are a total of 365 pieces, which correspond to 365 days a year. You can keep an eye on it for me. I understand, Master. Long Hunter quickly changed his tone. Long Hunter closed his eyes and thought about the technique passed down by his master for a moment. As he opened his eyes, a golden light burst out, right. That's it. After thinking about it, he picked up 2 needles and thrust them into the Tiantu and Tanzhong acupoints near the throat of the old dragon head. Then, like lightning, he picked up a needle and fiercely thrust it towards the Dingchuan acupoint on the spine. With a little luck, an invisible golden airflow melted into the needle and quickly entered the old dragon head's body. He then picked up the old dragon head's hand and massaged it, an invisible golden airflow surged into the old dragon head's body one after another. At this moment, the old dragon head opened his turbid eyes and looked at Long Hunter on the side, asking, "Kid, what's wrong with me?" "Grandpa, you've had an asthma attack and I'll treat you." "You can treat the disease, you little thing." Long Hunter took advantage of Grandpa's lack of attention and quickly collected the divine needle to hide it. "If you don't help me up, you little brat," Long Hunter knew, the old dragon head would definitely be fine if he cursed. Sigh. Why is my whole body full of strength? It seems like I'm back in my youth, my waist is no longer sore, and my legs are no longer painful. What's going on? The old dragon head murmured to himself. Long Hunter originally wanted to tell Lao Long Tu about his cultivation, but who would believe it when he thought about it? "How old am I, Grandpa? My master taught me acupuncture techniques." "Grandpa, I can see and save people." "Don't you believe me?" "I believe in your size. If you don't go home with me, listen carefully. If you lose me again, I won't be able to kill you. Do you know?" "I know, Grandpa, I won't make you angry anymore." "That's what's going on. Walk home." After finishing speaking, he pulled Long Hunter and walked lightly towards home. Chapter 5. Skipping Levels. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Since obtaining the inheritance, perhaps due to its strong freshness, the old dragon has been practicing the Dragon Soul technique every day, and the Dragon Soul technique has become more and more proficient. At the same time, whenever the old dragon falls asleep, the dragon mixed sun secretly gives the old dragon the needle, trying various body conditioning techniques from the Dragon Soul technique on the old dragon head one by one. After each needle, the old dragon's body recovers at a speed that is invisible to the naked eye. At the same time, the dragon mixed sun's needle technique becomes more proficient, and his cultivation becomes more solid in the dark energy. After completing the cultivation on that day, just as I was about to go to bed, the voice of Huai Soul came to my ears. "Kid, I'm going on a long journey in the next few days. Please complete your studies as soon as possible. This is a must." "Master, I am still a second-grade student in elementary school. How can you make me complete it?" "You silly guy, can't you jump?" "Jump? How do you jump?" "I told your teacher during school to jump from second grade to third grade, from third grade to—" "Master, what grade should we jump to?" "Keep jumping until you can't move," Huai Soul said angrily. "Does the school allow us to jump at that level? Jumping to third grade, you have better grades than the first place in third grade, and jumping to fifth grade, you have better grades than the first place in fifth grade. The school has no reason not to let you skip grades." "Master, can you do this?" Sure to do it," Huai Soul smiled. "This is a test for you. If you can't even complete it, I'm blind." "Okay, I'll give it a try." "It's not about trying, it must be completed." "Got it, old man." No, master. You little thing, you need to respect the old, do you know? You old. Do you love the young?" Long Hunter muttered. "Alright, I'm leaving, remember this is a test for you, and once again, you can't show your cultivation in front of the world." The old man happily left. At night, Long Hunter and Grandpa were having dinner when suddenly Long Hunter said to Grandpa, "Grandpa, I don't want to go to second grade anymore." "What?" "I don't want to go, can you treat your father well?" "You little brat." "No, Grandpa. I've finished reading all the middle school classes. What else do you want me to learn?" "You fart, don't you study hard, do you deserve me?" "I want to jump, you jump, I can't kill you." "You can't walk yet, so you need to learn to run." "Grandpa, don't you believe me?" "I believe in you. If you don't study hard, see if I don't kill you. Then you can set a question for me. Get out of your mother." The old dragon head forcefully swallowed the dirty words back. "You know I don't know how to solve problems. If you're in trouble, I'll give you a little thing. Tomorrow, I'll go see your homeroom teacher to see if you're deceiving me. If so, I'll break your leg." Is his dragon lord there? A soft voice sounded outside. Who is it? The old dragon head asked. Wang Yutsue heard a soft voice outside. His sister. Law, what do you need? Asked the old dragon head. I saw a shy and lovely young woman approaching the old dragon head. Her face was like a peach, her eyebrows curved and phoenix-like, and her eyebrows were not lightly raised. She spoke calmly and gently, saying, You should take care of your family's dragon troublemakers, even though you are still a child, so as not to learn bad things in the future. The old dragon head trembled in his heart and said, Sister, if you have anything to do, don't scare me. Wang Yutsue's face turned red and she twisted and said, Why did he sneak a peek at me taking a shower at night? It's impossible, I know my child. Don't talk nonsense. I'm not talking nonsense, I don't mean anything else, I just want this child not to learn from others. Tell me about the situation at that time, said the old dragon head. Wang Yutsue said softly, One night, when I was taking a shower, I remembered to tie the door tightly. Just as I was about to put down the curtain and wash, I heard a thud outside. After careful consideration, someone must have broken it. She quickly put on the towel and came out. When she saw a kid, she ran away in an instant, looking like a dragon in your family. Are you sure it's my troublemaker just by looking at her figure? Long Yi, I don't mean anything else. It's just that the head of the family has been working outside for a few years and hasn't returned. Some unscrupulous people in the village often knock on the door at night, and some unscrupulous people often bully her. Don't let Long Hunter learn from the bad guys. Sister-in-law, don't leave. If you leave, Grandpa will definitely kill me, it's not me. Find Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan. Long Hunter quickly interjected. It's not who you are, I treat you as a little beast. Grandpa and sister-in-law are two lepers. I saw him sneak open your door and sneak in, and I called out for a thief. You didn't hear me. As soon as I walked in, you came out, and I was so scared that I ran away. I didn't see anything, Long Hunter explained vigorously. Oh, it's like this. Damn it, sister-in-law wrongly blamed you. I'm sorry. His sister-in-law, wait a moment. Let's go find this beast, lousy, and see if I don't break his leg. Dragon Lord, calm down, we don't have any solid evidence. Just listen to what the troublemaker says, and others don't believe it. You say it, let's just endure it. Don't say it, I'll leave. After that, he ran away with a red face. The old dragon head saw Yutsue leave and waved to Long Hunter, saying, Hunter, come here. Grandpa, I didn't do anything wrong. It was really me who scared the second leper away. My child. Grandpa believes you are a good child. I know you haven't done anything wrong, but your sister-in-law will eventually come knocking on your door. I can't ignore her. Why didn't you tell me? Grandpa, I dare not tell you. Lao Zi said that if he told you, he would bury us alive. He dares, he can't eat his meat. I don't believe in this evil, I can't kill him. This is something that has life and no one cares for. Forget it, Grandpa, let's not get angry anymore. If we're so angry, no one will care, he said with a smile, pulling the hand of the old dragon head. Son of a bitch, is your sister-in-law's skin white or not? The old dragon head suddenly asked. White, said the dragon thug without thinking. Damn it, didn't you say you didn't look? You little thing, the old dragon head asked and slapped him. Bad Grandpa, you're deceiving me. When you're old, I don't care about you. I see you still hitting me. After speaking, his figure disappeared like a flash of lightning. Chapter 6. Own Festivals. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Old Dragon Lord, I have something to tell you. What's the matter, what can you do? Said the old dragon with a fierce glare. What are you doing to make me angry? Are you in good health? Are you feeling well all over? You can laugh quietly, it's all my credit. I believe in you for your credit. I might as well believe in ghosts. I don't believe I pulled it, you ungrateful old man. I'll tell you, I know a lot about medical skills, martial arts, and mystical arts. Even if you say it, you don't understand. If you see that your health is good, then I'll treat you, white-eyed wolf, said Long Hunter fiercely. Don't deceive me. Monk you. Grandpa, look at me. With a stroke of luck, a golden dragon soul aura shot out from the middle finger and rushed into the wall. In an instant, a small hole as thick as a finger appeared in front of the old dragon head. Looking at the silly face of the old dragon head, Long Hunter said softly, Grandpa, do you believe it now? I believe it, the old leader, Moo Moo, nodded. Long Hunter smiled with satisfaction. No, no, seriously not. How many pounds and liang do you weigh? I don't even know about those 3 balls and liang. When did you learn this skill? Long Hunter didn't hide it and told the old dragon head in detail. The old dragon head pinched his face hard with his hand. Damn it, this is true. The storyline I saw in the movie happened to me, and if it were true, it would still be lifeless. Little ancestor, you can't go out and talk nonsense about whether you know or not. If someone else knows about it, it won't kill you. If the public finds out, why don't they slice and study you? I understand, my master has already warned me. This is the same principle as not revealing wealth. Stinky kid, you still know so much, heaven, earth. My dragon family ancestral tomb is smoking, and my dragon family is about to turn over. Old Dragon said with tears of excitement. Grandpa, everything will be okay, everything will be okay, bread will be okay, milk will be okay, everything will be okay. You're still clinging to literature, you think I don't understand you. You little thing, said the old dragon head with a happy expression on his face. Grandpa, tomorrow is International Children's Day, will you go to our school to watch the program? The teacher said that parents must go. Go, of course I will. Do you have a program? Yes, my program is good, said Long Hunter proudly. That old. I will definitely go, said the old dragon head, as he looked at Long Hunter's innocent face. He gritted his hair and swallowed the word Z back. The next day, just as it was getting dark, the old dragon head got up and hurriedly had some food. He had a chubby family with several parents from the same village, a skinny monkey's parents, and some senior classmates. A group of people happily headed towards the school. Guhuai Middle School is the only middle school in Guhuai town that integrates kindergarten, junior high school, and senior high school. With strong teaching staff, it is a well-known school both far and wide. Principal Long Tingfei is dignified but not rigid. He, who usually doesn't see a smile, stands at the school gate and greets celebrities from all walks of life in Guhuai town with a smile. The village chiefs and secretaries of Lealongtu and Guhuai village were all invited by the school. The principal warmly welcomed them to the school gate and greeted them with familiar greetings. In fact, Lealongtu is still the principal's uncle, which is also a place of honor for this clan chief. Little dragon uncle, do you have any instructions? Nothing, just uncle seeing you happy. If you're happy, please come in. Principal Long Tingfei greeted the old leader with a joyful expression as they entered the school. As soon as you enter the school gate, you can see a vibrant scene in front of you. Look at the hallway, the playground, and the sea of people. Every place is filled with joy and laughter. The playground of Guhuai Middle School is the activity venue for today's Children's Day. The program starts at 9 o'clock and arrives at 9 o'clock. With cheerful steps, the principal comes to the podium to deliver a speech amidst the loud national anthem. Dear parents, teachers, and children, hello. The annual International Children's Day is here again. First of all, I wish all the children around the world a happy holiday. Applause. I also wish all sectors of society and parents support for our school. Dear parents, children are the continuation of our lives and an important reflection of the value of each family's life. Whether children can grow up healthy is a common task and goal for both parents and the school. Let's not seek childhood and childhood happiness, but only childhood and childhood happiness. Applause shaking the earth and mountains. Good. Good. The parents of Lao Long Tu and Guhuai village stood up, clapping their hands desperately, all proud of having this same clan. Long Hunter's class is teacher Lu Mei, the class teacher of class 201. She never beats, scolds, or physically punishes students. Whenever Long Hunter sees her, it's like seeing her own mother. The program she chose was Li Xiaozhuan's dance and Long Hunter's song, Only Mom is Good in the World. Whenever she heard Long Hunter sing this song during rehearsals, her heart would ache and even her classmates would burst into tears. I will be in their class soon. First of all, there is Li Xiaozhuan's program, Little Back Basket. I can see the little girl dancing gracefully to the beautiful music, every move she makes. It's really innocent and pure. Suddenly pushed the entire program to its climax. The next program, Only Moms Are Good, the little girl who announced sweetly said. I saw Long Hunter slowly walking towards the stage, with a pair of crystal clear eyes gazing at everyone. Everyone's hearts warmed, shining brightly like Buddha's light. A song called Only Mom is Good is for everyone, said Long Hunter without any stage fright. Only mothers are good in the world, and children with mothers are like treasures. The beautiful singing voice, like a heavenly child's voice, lingers in everyone's ears, telling the pain of longing like a child who has not seen their mother for a long time. Listening to this beautiful song, everyone was in tears, even the old dragon head was in tears. Okay, everyone shouted vigorously, looking for Shuyuan www.zhaoshuyuan.com to applaud Long Hunter desperately. After singing the song, Long Hunter bowed to the audience below with tears in his eyes and ran off the stage. Long Hunter, the students in the Long Hunter class applauded desperately, and the applause on the playground long-lasting. Every year's programs should be evaluated. Good programs will be rewarded. The president the final say what to award. The program proceeded as scheduled, with a few rounds of applause in the middle, but it was far less intense than the applause of Long Hunter. The program has finally finished, and the judging team quickly finished the first, second, and third places. At this moment, Principal Long walked onto the stage with a smile and said, First place, Long Hunter's Only Mom is Good. Almost everyone knew the result and was just waiting for the principal to give him some reward. The first prize is. The principal deliberately slowed down his tone, and the audience waited quietly. 1 year of tuition fee reduction. Good, applause erupted from the audience. After reading out the names of the winners, the principal stuttered and said, First place, Long Hunter, please come on stage and give your acceptance speech. Good, Long Hunter's classmates laughed loudly. I saw Long Hunter slowly bowing towards the stage and saying, Dear Principal, teachers, uncles, aunties, hello. First of all, I want to thank my teacher for taking care of me like a mother, and my grandfather for taking care of me like a father. These are the best 2 people I have ever met in my life, and I am here to thank them. But what I am saying here today is that I don't want any rewards, I want to jump. What jump? The principal wondered. I want to go to a higher grade, jump to a higher grade. What grade are you going to jump to? The principal said again. I don't know, just keep jumping until you can't, Long Hunter said to his master. What? There was an uproar below the stage. Chapter 7. Major Decisions. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Long Hunter was about to skip a grade, causing a great uproar among the parents and students below. Even Principal Long was blinded. This was something he had never encountered in his 3 years as principal, and even Guhuai Middle School had never heard of before. Hurry up, you little. You can tell a joke at home, and you're still staring at me. If you don't think it's embarrassing, I still think it's embarrassing, said the old dragon head. Principal, teachers, I feel that going to second grade is a waste of my time and also a waste of my youth. I hope the principal can succeed, Long Hunter said in a determined, adult-like tone. The old leader of Wasting Youth laughed back angrily. If you don't come down yet, I'll make you laugh. Don't make a fuss, let's go home and discuss. The old dragon head softened his tone, knowing that his grandson's bad temper was the same as when he was a child, eating soft instead of hard. I won't go down. I'm here today just to have all the teachers and parents testify. As for the principal, you can handle it as you please. As for which grade to jump to, you can see my abilities and grades. Long Hunter, you're awesome, boasting doesn't break the law, said the students in the audience. In fact, it's not just a dragon thug pretending to be a wolf with a big tail. He can't be said to have been given a task by his master, and he is also eager to know his abilities. Since he learned the Dragon Soul technique, he has undergone earth-shattering changes, and his intelligence has also reached a level that is unforgettable and easy to understand. As long as he is given a book, it is as if it is imprinted in his own mind. That's why the dragon thug dares to say such words. Teacher Li Mei, come here and lead Long Hunter to my office first. Okay, Teacher Li Mei said softly. She didn't know what was wrong with Long Hunter today either. His academic performance used to be similar, but now his grades are the best in the whole class. She also took it aback, and this child's mind suddenly opened up. Long Hunter, please walk with the teacher to the principal's office, he said and took Long Hunter's hand to the principal's office. At this moment, the teaching director spoke up. Principal Long, why don't we do this? Long Hunter has said so, and there are so many parents and friends from outside today. We need to explain it to them. Let's give him a passing grade assessment, which is to gather the best teachers in our primary school here and set questions for him. If he answers correctly, it proves that he has the ability to jump to the next level. If he doesn't answer correctly, it proves that he can jump to the next level is completely absurd. Okay, that's the decision. As long as the child has this ability, we can't bury the talent. If we can produce students from a world-class school, our Huai Middle School can also be considered proud. Alright, that's it. As soon as the principal agreed, Long Hunter appeared conspiratorial and smiled knowingly. In fact, this cannot be considered a conspiracy, it is a legitimate conspiracy. He knows that only the principal can handle this matter. So the most beautiful scenery in the history of Huai Middle School was presented to people. On stage, the principal, teaching director, and 4th and 5th grade teachers will give the questions. Long Hunter answers questions one by one at a table. Judges, all teachers of Huai Middle School, as well as parents and classmates. Please listen to the question, Student Long. The teacher was originally going to say the 3 words, Long Hunter, but it felt tongue-twitching, so it was changed to Student Long. I felt a wave of disdain in my heart. This is the name that the talented parent gave their child. What are the 3 words pronounced in Chinese? Yao, how do the 3 women pronounce Jian? Long Hunter quickly replied. Light makeup and heavy application are always suitable. Who wrote this poem? Song, Su Shi, Su, please take your pen. 3 people staying in a restaurant, using 3 buckets of water a day, how many buckets do they use in 3 days? 27 barrels, replied Long Hunter quickly. The teacher looked at Long Hunter in surprise. I'll come, listen carefully. When geese eat, there must be someone to serve them, it's really putting on airs. To say a word in irony. When geese eat, they put on airs and have to be served alone, replied Long Hunter quickly. After picking 100 flowers and turning them into honey, who works hard for whom is sweet. Who wrote it? Tang, Luo-yin. This was written by the 4th grade homeroom teacher, and she was also speechless for a while. I'll give you a question, what is 9 plus 99 plus 999 plus 9999 plus 99999 equal to 11106, said Long Hunter quickly. The audience is once again amazed. The fourth grade homeroom teacher sighed for a moment. Even the top students in their class had to calculate this question carefully to come up with an answer. Ha, 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 it's interesting. This child is really smart, no wonder he dares to talk big. Turning to the fourth grade homeroom teacher, he said, if it doesn't work, you can start in your fourth grade first class. If it doesn't work, let him come down. Principal, teacher, I don't want to be in fourth grade, I want to be in fifth grade. He originally wanted to say he was in sixth grade, but he was afraid of scaring everyone. I don't want to waste my time. These relaxed words were like thunder, and everyone looked at the child eerily again. Can you do it? Can you keep up? The principal looked helplessly at the youngest child in his tribe. Okay, I can definitely keep up, said Long Hunter stubbornly. At this moment, a female teacher in her 30s walked over. Her name was Chin Fong, who had been a homeroom teacher for 5 years and was also an excellent lecturer in the city. She was an invaluable treasure of Huai Middle School and had been praised multiple times by the Education Bureau. She was also curious about the child Long Hunter below. She straightened her black flowing hair and said, I have a question. If you can answer it correctly, you can temporarily come to my fifth grade first class. No problem, if I take the first place in your class, I will have to skip the next level. Can you help me? Okay, no problem. It's just that you need this ability. Even if it's in the high school department, the principal and I need to send you over. Teacher Chin, Principal Long, this is what you said. Don't go back then. I can't regret it, as long as you have the ability, the principal said confidently. Long Hunter said with satisfaction. Teacher Chin, you can set the question. Listen up, this is an old question. The school invites children to watch a movie, and tickets are 5 yuan per ticket. 50 people can enjoy a 20% discount, but now there are 45 people in the class, including 46 teachers. Can you find a way to save money? This is a question that tests children's various standards, including intelligence, brain reaction ability, and book calculation ability. At this moment, even the parents and classmates in the audience frowned. Can save money, can save 30 yuan, how did you do it? Teacher Chin Fong asked in surprise. If you buy 5,000 tickets directly, you can save 30 yuan. If you buy them for 46 people, it will cost 46 by 5.230 yuan. If you buy them for 5,000 people, 50 times 5 times 0.8 is equivalent to 200 yuan, which saves 30 yuan in between. At this moment, everyone thought to themselves, right. Teacher Chin also has to admire this child's reaction ability. Can I come to your class, Teacher Chin? Long Hunter asked Chin Fong. At this moment, Teacher Chin Fong was taken aback. It was a problem. She jumped directly from 2nd grade to 5th grade, which was a situation she had never encountered in her life. If she wanted to, she was afraid that the child would not keep up and delay the child. If she didn't want to, she would break her promise again. After thinking about it, she looked at Principal Long as if seeking help. The principal was also confused, and it was the first time he had encountered such a situation. He gritted his teeth and said, okay, let's temporarily go to Chin Feng's 5th grade first class. However, let's agree. If we don't get into the top 5 in the class or the top 10 in the grade, we will automatically drop back to 2nd grade. As soon as the principal finished speaking, there was applause from both the audience and the audience. Alright, when it's time for lunch, if you don't mind, come to our cafeteria and have some light meals. We can't let you go hungry. If I win first place in 5th grade, I still have to jump to the next level, said Long Hunter relentlessly. You come down, you little thing. If you cough, you'll catch your breath. Don't leave me alone. 5th grade is not bad. How are you doing? Let's go, you've become a sperm. The old dragon leader grabbed Long Hun and walked out. Chapter 8. Becoming Friends. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. A series of urgent class bells rang, and a special scene greeted the classroom of Class 1, Grade 5. The homeroom teacher Chin Fong led a little boy wearing a red scarf and a neat and washed white shirt into the classroom. Just as everyone was whispering, Teacher Chin spoke up. Everyone calm down, let me tell you something. Long Hunter, come over. Long Hunter smiled and walked towards the podium. This student will be a member of our class in the future. Please help him more, understand? Understood, the classmates said in unison. Long, please introduce yourself to everyone. Teacher Chin's mother-like eyes looked at Long Hunter. Hello everyone. My name is Long Hunter. Before he could finish speaking, the classroom was filled with laughter. This name sounds great. Your parents are so talented, Long Hunter, it sounds good, it's good. Listen to the wind. Classmates, he smiled at each word you said. Long Hunter looked at his classmates and continued to introduce. The dragon is the dragon of the giant dragon, and the scumbag is the scumbag. Ha, ha, ha ha ha, the classroom was filled with laughter. Some students covered their stomachs with painful smiles, while others rubbed their cheeks with sour smiles. This was a phenomenon that had never been seen in the special class of Grade 5, Class 1. Even the usually serious teacher Chin laughed and laughed heartily. Ah! Can you be more serious? Give me face, smile after I introduce you, and smile after I introduce you, Long Hunter said with a serious tone. Ha, ha, ha ha ha, ha ha, the classroom burst into laughter, even the tables and chairs collapsed. At this moment, Teacher Chin also sat down and looked at the child with a smile, muttering to himself, baby, live treasure. Are you okay? Long Hunter hasn't finished speaking yet. Son, the classmate said neatly, as if walking briskly during a military parade. Do you also know this? Long Hunter asked with a skeptical attitude. The sound of tables and chairs falling to the ground was heard below. I laughed to death, I can't live anymore. Me, I want to laugh to death. At this moment, Teacher Chin also laughed uncontrollably and quickly stopped. Long Hunter, alright, you're sitting with the class monitor Han Yen. Thank you, teacher. Long Hunter walked up to class monitor Han Yen with a stuttering voice, Yenner, are you sitting inside or am I sitting inside? Long Hunter asked with a look of disrespect. Ha ha ha, the classmates who had just covered their stomachs covered them again and rubbed their cheeks. Am I familiar with you? Looking at the little boy who is a few years younger than her, Han Yen Bai, the class monitor, glanced at Long Hunter. It only takes 1 or 2 days for me to get familiar with it right away, said Long Hunter calmly. Han Yen turned her head and tried hard to suppress her smile. She gave Long Hunter a seat and asked him to sit inside. At this moment, Teacher Chin Feng's face changed and he said solemnly, Class. Hello teacher, hello classmates, the text we are going to learn today, Yu Fei's Man Jianghong, I will ask some students to read it before we speak so that they can understand it better. Long Man Sung, please read it. A boy stood up from behind and read. Man Jianghong. Class 1, Grade 5 is really talented. Listening to Long Man Sung's passionate tone, Long Hunter was glad to be in this class. Not bad, sit down, Teacher Chin said. At the same time, several students were asked to read it again, and overall it was good. Han Yen, come and read it again, is a trick commonly used by Teacher Chin, which is read from the perspective of academic performance. Han Yen stood up gently and read. Man Jianghong Song in Yu Fei, she read the article skillfully, sometimes without reading the textbook at all. Good. Very good, Teacher Chin said with satisfaction. Just as she was about to give a lecture to her classmates, she suddenly saw Long Hunter with her eyes tightly closed, and couldn't help but frown. Long classmate, she also felt that Long Hunter was tongue-twitching and directly called out to Jackie Chan. "Can you read this poem?" Long Hunter stood up straight, closed his book, and closed his eyes as he read. Man Jianghong, furious, wrath, Song and Yu Fei, angry, leaning against the railing, the drizzling rain rests. Don't be idle, white-headed, empty and sorrowful. With a strong ambition to starve for the meat of the barbarians, with a faint smile and thirst to drink the blood of the Xiongnu, waiting from the beginning, tidying up the old mountains and rivers, facing the sky. Looking at Long Hunter's childish face and listening to the rhythmic voice, Teacher Qin couldn't help but be taken aback. This child is memorizing, and she hasn't asked her classmates to memorize this article yet. Han Yener looked at Long Hunter in surprise, only she knew that Long Hunter was memorizing the text. "Okay, very good, sit down," Teacher Qin said with great satisfaction. "Classmates, this is a patriotic poem. Do you know, inscription of mother. In law. I know, the classmates said in unison. Okay, but do you know that during the Song dynasty, it was impossible to use anesthesia to tattoo characters on the back? Do you know what that concept was? Teacher, the tip of my compass pricked me and it hurt for a few days. Yes, I got a needle puncture and it hurt for several days. Besides, there were 4 characters engraved on my back, loyalty for the country. How many needles did it take? You can imagine how much pain Yu Fei suffered at that time." The students listened quietly to the teacher's lecture. Moreover, at that time he had to ride a horse and go to the front line to kill the enemy. What perseverance and determination it required. Think about it, if placed in modern times, how many of us can withstand such pain? The students were all immersed in Teacher Qin's passionate explanation. But he wrote these words in the eternal masterpiece, Man Jianghong, don't wait for leisure, look for the bookstore www.zhaoshuyuan.com, you will be white and sad. Don't be idle, classmates, don't waste your precious time, waste your youth anymore. When you grow old and your hair turns white, sit alone in bed and sigh, said Teacher Qin Feng in the voice of the super teacher. So, the hope of our country, the future of our country, and the prosperity of our motherland will be a cruel test for your generation, said Teacher Qin passionately. Today, we can sit in the bright classroom and have a class. We can eat the delicious mantu. How hard one it is. Teacher Qin said softly again. So we need to double our efforts in learning, so that when we get old, we can feel our conscience and say what I have done for the country, how much I have contributed in my life, what I have done for my family, and how much I have contributed to my family. What have we left for our own descendants? The classroom was silent like night, followed by intense applause, which lasted for a long time. All right. All right. All right. Suddenly, applause came from outside the classroom. Teacher Qin was surprised and quickly opened the door to take a look. Principal Long, class teachers, this is the one you sang. Teacher Qin asked. I'm sorry, Teacher Qin. I was planning to inform you of this class, which is also the first class for Long Hunter to jump to the next level. After discussing it, we decided to listen to the class outside. This is truly true, truly worthy of our excellent model teacher. Principal Long laughed heartily. This is called a sudden attack. A surprise lecture. Principal Long quickly changed his mind when he realized he had missed his words. Principal, you can't bully students like this. Ha. Chapter 9. Help. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Since Long Hunter jumped the grade, he has become a celebrity at Guhuai Middle School. Wherever he went, his classmates talked about him, making him feel embarrassed to leave the classroom. Even when he returned to the village, adults talked about him everywhere. Due to his special performance, his companions, chubby and skinny monkeys, became the objects of their parents' dictatorship. On Sunday, another pig-like howl came from Xiaopeng's house. An angry voice came. "How about you? After several exams, you didn't tell me that you didn't do well in the exam. I was embarrassed to say that I asked your classmates, and you were the second best in the world. How good you are this time. You made me the first in the exam. Can you live up to what you eat every day? The skinny monkey was sick during the exam, and if I don't get the first place in the score, who else can take the exam?" Xiaopeng said confidently. "You're so angry with me. I'll see if I don't kill you," he said, dragging down his smelly cloth shoes and hitting Xiaopeng hard. "Our teacher has said that being first in an exam is the best, but being first in math also requires someone to take it on. I'll carry your mother." In the yard, amidst the crackling sound, there came the screams of Xiaopeng, which were like lungs cracking. Originally, Long Hunter was planning to find Xiaopeng, Thin Monkey and others to play. Seeing this scene, he couldn't help but blush. "No, my two companions can't be bullied. We need to find a way. If these two guys get such grades again, they'll be with me and lose my people," said Long Hunter secretly. As dusk approached, Long Hunter came to the locust tree at the west end of the village, looking at the lonely tree and thinking about the old man who had only seen the birthday star once. His eyes couldn't help but become clear and moist. "Grandpa Shouxing, where are you? You kid, thanks to me not walking too far, if you want to talk to me in the future, just touch the locust tree mark on your forehead 3 times and call me Huai 3 times, and I can communicate with you. Master, what I want to tell you is that I want to help my 2 buddies become stronger. You can do it as you please. On the long road of your life in the future, it's not just one person struggling, maybe they can help you in the future. Master, I know how to do it now." At this moment, Little Pang and Thin Monkey, following the place arranged by Long Hunter, all came to the big tree one after another. "Xiaopeng, why did you get beaten again?" Long Hunter asked, knowing the reason. "Get lost, climb aside. You're so excellent that I get beaten every day. My dad beats me, and I'm addicted to it." Long Hunter and the skinny monkey burst out laughing. "Ha, ha. Laugh again, my friend has nothing to do." Little Chubby rolled his eyes and said. "How are you, skinny monkey?" Long Hunter asked with a smile. "I'm sick this time and didn't go to the exam," the skinny monkey thief laughed. "Thin Monkey, your grandson's lack of morale caused me to be beaten," he said, touching his sore buttocks. "What does it matter if I don't take the exam, you dog day?" asked the skinny monkey. "You ball, if you don't take the exam, young master, I won first place in the number of cuts." "My butt," Xiaopeng screamed miserably, touching his own buttocks. "Ha ha ha, ha ha ha." 3 little friends, tightly hugging each other, smiling with tears in their eyes. "Do you want to be first in the exam? Do you want to be among the top in 2nd grade?" Long Hunter asked. "I want to," the 2 of them said in unison. "I want to use my butt, but I still want to jump grades. Being in the same class as you is not a dream, is that? I want you to swear that everything I do for you next, you must keep your mouth shut. Can you do it?" Little Chubby and Skinny Monkeys are blinded. "What does it mean?" the 2 of them asked at the same time. "Don't ask anything, swear according to my appearance." Long Quanger said. "Me, Long Hunter, I'm a dragon thug," said the Chubby and Skinny Monkey. "Do you 2 know how pigs die?" "How did you die?" both of them asked at the same time. Facing these 2 goods, Long Hunter was speechless for a moment. "Stupid, you deserve to be beaten. I still think you were beaten lightly, and I'm so angry. You all need to pronounce your respective names, okay? I'm a dragon thug, I'm Chubby, I'm a skinny monkey," the 3 of them spoke in unison. "Today I'm going to tell you what I've seen. It's like thunder and lightning, and the whole family will die," read Long Hunter. "Son of a bitch, let's not just say that our whole family has died, it's really miserable, the chubby little man shook his head and said. No way. If you don't swear, if you leave, you will be a traitor, the skinny monkey chimed in. Hair is what you want, no one is afraid of anyone, Xiao Pang patted his chest and said. If the two of you want to leak our secret, we will. Long Hunter knew about these two goods. The skinny monkey was okay, and the chubby little one had a mouth like a shuttle, so it's possible that he might have let it slip that day. No, we need to give them some strong medicine, thought Long Hun to himself. Xiao Pang, did you see your father killing pigs during the Chinese New Year? Asked Long Hunter. I see, that little monster has a pitiful turn-off. Xiao Pang said in local dialect. Poor thing, if you reveal our secret, we are even worse off than pigs. We were cut and sold, you know. Got it, Xiao Pang said, covering his pale face. Long Hunter saw that he had achieved his goal and smiled with satisfaction. At this moment, Long Hunter took out a small antique bottle from his arms, resembling jade and not jade, and casually pulled out two yellow, crystal-clear things, handing them to the skinny monkey and the chubby one. Son of a bitch, this is chocolate, that's great. I've never eaten such a good thing like this before in my generation, said Xiao Pang with a flattering expression. Get lost. Crawl, you foodie, you worthless thing. You two, one each, eat it. Two people eagerly swallowed it in one gulp. Son of a bitch. Do you have any more? Give me another one. You. Long Hunter was speechless for a while. Long Hunter, you're harming me. The skinny man said, clutching his stomach. Long Hunter, you're the one who got shot. Do I have any grudges against you? Xiao Pang screamed with his stomach in his hands. Zhaoshuyuan.com, ha ha ha, I'll find out what I gave you later. For a moment, both of them stopped shouting, and their stomachs became comfortable from pain, like eating ginseng fruit. Thin monkey, how do I feel like I'm about to fly? Xiao Pang, I feel like I'm floating up. You guys have fun stealing from me. The thing you're eating is called Huai, each one is priceless, and you're even staring at me. I might as well feed the dog. You two white-eyed wolves. Long Hunter pretended to be angry. Is Huai the medicine pill that can fly when eaten in the movie? Asked the skinny monkey. My skinny monkey is still smart, but much stronger than some fat pigs. Lousy. I also know, but I didn't say it out loud, said Xiao Pang with a sarcastic tone. What the skinny guy said is right. It's similar to that kind of medicine, but the movie exaggerates it. The pills I gave you are a kind of strong muscle and strong bone medicine that can endlessly develop your brain power, Long Hunter said slowly. What's the smell on you, skinny monkey? Little chubby, you have a smell of feces on your body. The two of them pinched each other again. All right, remember your oath, maybe you will be grateful to me in the future. You go home and wash yourself, said Long Hunter with a general-like demeanor. Xiao Pang. Where are you going to harm people? Xiao Pang's father angrily asked as soon as he entered the door. No, Xiao Pang quickly replied. So you fell into the thatched cottage. There's a smell of feces on your body, and I call you harm. The chubby father slapped him. Listening to Xiao Pang's screams, Long Hunter smiled and shook his head. Alas! Being in the midst of blessings knows no blessings. Chapter 10. Upgrading. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In this way, Long Hunter became popular in Class 1 of Grade 5 because he had this ability. He always ranks first in school and class quizzes. The classmates were all puzzled and didn't see how he usually studied, but he always came first. Every time the teacher asked him a question, he answered fluently. This made the class monitor Han Yen also have to obey. The 6th grade is about to be advanced, and all the students are studying hard. Only Long Hunter closed his eyes and sat in his seat like an old monk meditating. Long Hunter read quickly. Han Yen pushed Long Hunter. I am learning, Long Hunter closed his eyes. Han Yen looked down upon him for a moment and pinched Long Hunter, who was a few years younger than him, with her hand. Classmates know that Long Hunter is pretending to be forced again, but they have to accept it. They have such strength. At this moment, Teacher Qin Feng walked over and frowned, asking Long Hunter, "Long, why don't you study?" "I've finished learning, what did I learn?" Long Hunter asked in response. "What have you learned, finished?" Teacher Qin laughed back angrily. "Teacher Qin, what you say doesn't count. Why don't I keep my word? You said I got first and wanted to jump, did you forget?" "Oh. So that's what's going on." "I've forgotten," Teacher Qin said softly. "Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten such a big thing?" said Long Hunter with wide eyes. "Is it big? Why don't I feel like it?" "If you don't keep your word, the teacher is still deceiving people," said Long Hunter with resentment. "I'm lying to you. Can it be eaten as a meal?" Teacher Qin smiled again. "Alright, I'll be upgrading to the exam soon. If your grades still come out first, I won't break my promise." "Okay, hang it with a hook, it won't change for 100 years, said Long Hunter with a blinking eye. "You child, don't believe in the old." Teacher Qin was so entangled by Long Hun that she almost burst out with a sentence. Han Yen on the side also covered her mouth and secretly smiled. "Remember what you said, Teacher Qin." This child, Teacher Qin, blushed and walked out of the classroom. On the day of the upgrade exam, Teacher Qin made a pre-exam mobilization. Our classmates are about to face the entrance exam, but this time it's different from the past. In the past, we were taking the exam to reach the elementary school level, and tomorrow's exam is very important. It will be an exam for us to end our elementary school years and enter junior high school. This is also the first major turning point in our lives, and it will mark a complete symbol of our childhood. Let's work hard to take the exam, and don't let down your parents' hopes for you. Teacher Qin's words made everyone passionate and excited, rubbing their hands and expressing that we must take this exam seriously and strive for good results. Quickly, the entrance exam was over, and the scores of the students were out soon. Long Hunter's score was the first in the whole grade, with a full score in Chinese language, and he also gained 5 more points. In fact, the Chinese essay, My Mother, received a score of 40 points, while Long Hunter's essay received a score of 45 points, which was given by several grading teachers after discussion. When the teachers saw Long Hunter's essay, My Mother, they were all shocked. This child's essay had neat handwriting, as if it were carved. The essay is written as follows. My mother, mixed up. Mom, what's up? I raised my head and blinked my bright eyes, asking. Tomorrow, Mom will take you to the market with your father and grandfather to buy new clothes and buy some New Year's goods for you. Isn't it almost Chinese New Year? Mom whispered in her ear. Really, can I still deceive you? You child. Great, I have new clothes to wear. It's Chinese New Year, I couldn't help but wave my fist. It hurts me so much. I quickly stood up. Why am I still in bed? I looked at my watch and it's not yet 4 o'clock. Sigh. I'm dreaming again. I chuckled to myself, unable to sleep, only getting up. My father passed away in an accident, and my mother also went to reunite with him due to excessive sadness. She has been with my grandfather since I can remember. When several teachers saw this paragraph, they couldn't help but feel pain in their hearts. When Teacher Qin saw this paragraph, tears rolled in his eyes. Whenever I hear my grandfather call me, when it's time to eat, you bastard, my heart is filled with a feeling of happiness. I feel that Grandpa's voice is the most beautiful in the world. Compared to my dream mother's voice, still sweet and gentle. I miss my mother. I hope to dream every day, so I can see my mother. But I know, my mom and dad. I must be standing on that distant horizon, pray for me and my grandfather. I love my mother, I love my grandfather, because I think my grandfather is my mother. Several grading teachers passed the papers to each other, and all the female teachers shed tears. Teacher Chin looked at Long Hunter's score and raised the corner of his mouth, saying, "Stinky kid, upgrading is okay. If you skip, you have to consider it."